You're listening to Wealthy-esque. We are a community of lawyers who believe that true wealth is having control of our time. I'm Ro Thomas, and as a busy wife, mom, and former Big Law associate, I know all too well the tension between the culture of the legal profession and pretty much everything else you want to do in life. That's why each week I'm bringing you the information and tools you need to improve your money mindset and manage your money to create true wealth. Because ultimately, it's not about the money. It's about the freedom and flexibility the money affords. Hey friend, welcome back to the show. I hope you're doing well and having an amazing day so far. Today, we are talking about seeking support and the shame a lot of lawyers feel about asking for help. I had a conversation with a lawyer recently, and she said something to the effect of, I feel like I shouldn't need to get help with my finances because it's something that people should just know how to do. And there was this undertone of shame in her words. And it really stuck with me because it's so common for lawyers to believe that we shouldn't need help. Because we have the degree, right? We are highly educated. We should know how to do this already. Never mind that we've never been taught. We should just magically know all the things, or at least make other people think we know all the things because we don't want to look stupid. And I think there's an added layer for those of us socialized as women too. We don't want to bother anyone. We don't want to be a burden. We should just suffer in silence, figure it out on our own. We're the ones to provide for others. We don't want anyone worrying about us. Why is it that we think we have to do everything by ourselves? Why can't we get help? Something I've learned over the years is there is no shame in seeking support. There's no shame in getting help. We feel all this shame and embarrassment thinking, I'm smart, so I should know how to do this, or I should be able to do this on my own. But what if the smart thing is getting the help so you can actually learn how to do the thing or actually get the thing done? When we don't ask for help, we end up wasting time and energy that could be spent on other things. I've found that getting help saves me time. It moves the ball forward faster. When I'm seeking help in an area I'm unfamiliar with or am unsure how to navigate, I get access to tools and knowledge that help me accomplish my goal more easily and to do it faster. So I want to share with you today a few examples of times that I've sought out support in my life that may resonate with you and give you that permission you've been needing to seek out support for yourself in your own life. And then I also want to share the benefits my clients gain from seeking my support with their finances. The first example is from the workplace, from my time at my firm. I remember when I was a junior associate transitioning to being a mid-level associate, I really had to learn to get support and lean on other people. I didn't have to do it all by myself. And in fact, as I became more senior and had more responsibilities and more matters to handle and a higher billing rate, trying to do it all by myself led to less efficiency and basically me being a bottleneck and running up bills for our clients. One specific example that always stands out to me, I think I've actually talked about it on the podcast before, but I was the associate on seven different trademark applications for a client. And we got office actions on all of them within a few days of each other. So an office action is basically when the trademark office issues an official notice objecting to something, usually multiple somethings, in an application and advises that the application can't proceed to registration until they're addressed. You've got 6 months to respond, and the responses are usually pretty long. Like, it's not the kind of thing that you just respond in a couple sentences. It's 8 to 10 pages, sometimes more, of arguments against the trademark office's objections and in favor of the application proceeding to registration. So that's just to give you a little background. So we got office actions for all 7 applications within a few days of each other. And it felt so daunting. Like, I remember printing them out to look at them, review them, see what they were talking about. And then they sat on the corner of my desk for about a month because I felt overwhelmed by how many there were. And there was always something more pressing that needed to be done, right? Always some fire that needed to be put out because remember, we have 6 months to respond to these. So things with shorter deadlines took precedence. But at the same time, I want to provide good service for our client. So when it became clear that I was not going to do anything with them anytime soon, I enlisted some junior associates to help. They were first years, and I was at the time like a third or fourth year. But I enlisted their help, and I split the office actions between them and gave them some direction on what to do. And then I sent them on their way and reviewed and revised what they came back with. And getting those things off my desk, getting the ball rolling on them while I handle other things was so helpful. And I remember the partner being really pleased with how quickly we were able to turn them around because we did them well within the 6-month window. And he commended me on my delegation skills and on teaching these junior associates how to do the office action responses. And that was such a clear example of how being in the mindset of thinking I needed to do everything myself, I had to personally do all the work, hindered the process. It made completing this assignment take longer. But getting support from these junior associates and letting them do the first pass and reviewing their work, I was able to give them pointers. It allowed them to grow, to be able to learn how to do this thing that I already knew how to do because I'd been doing it for years. And I was able to focus my time on other things that I needed to do and still make sure this work got done and that we got a great result for our client. Similarly, after having our second child, keeping up with cleaning the house got more difficult. It would take us hours to clean the whole house, and then it got to where we were trying to clean the top floor one week and the bottom floor another week, and then we'd skip a week, and eventually we were like, enough is enough, and we hired someone to help. And when I tell you it's been the best investment, like this crew comes in, they clean our entire house in less time than it was taking us to do one floor. And they're doing it while we're able to spend our time doing other things. Another example, again, after having my second child, I felt like I was failing in all areas of my life. I had never felt that way before, and I didn't know how to get out of it. And so I sought support. I hired a therapist who helped me work through all of those feelings and who gave me different strategies and tools that I could use to feel better, to get myself back to my normal baseline and keep myself on track going forward. And I also currently work with a life coach who helps me manage my thoughts about all the areas of my life and show up in the way that I want to in all of the roles that I play. And just like my therapist, she teaches me tools that I can implement in my life to just show up better and feel better doing it. And she points out areas that are blind spots for me because I'm in my life and in my own brain. And she shows me my limiting beliefs and when I'm thinking about things in black and white, when there are also shades of gray, which helps me to get out of my own way and keep moving forward. And the final example is in building this business. I don't know all the things about building a business, and so I've asked for help. I have many coaches who've helped or are currently helping me with the various aspects of my business, and with their support, I'm reaching my goals faster. So I went from having a hobby blog and spending a bunch of time researching and throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what would stick to now having a business around an area that I'm really passionate about and that I'm helping people with. So my coaches have helped me to really understand the things that I need to do to move the ball forward and the things that I was doing that were really just spinning my wheels and wasting time. They're like, hey, here's the path, do this. And because I reached out for help, I'm building my business in a sustainable way and reaching the people that I want to help and shortcutting the path to my goals. So those were just a few examples of me asking for help, but let's look at the benefits my clients get from getting my help with their finances. I remember back when my husband and I first decided we were going to turn our finances around, I was always reading personal finance books and blogs, and I was in the forums and I was listening to podcasts, and I would try these different strategies that people suggested and figure out how to tweak them for our situation. And all of that knowledge and research has now been distilled down into the process that my husband and I use for our money and that I teach my clients. So one of the best parts about coaching with me is you get the benefit of all of that time that I put into researching and reading about all the different strategies that are available and trying things out and figuring out how to make it work. You get a shortcut to your goals because I've already done all of that work for you. You don't have to spend the hours and hours that I spent reading and researching and testing and tweaking and all of that. I've done it for you. You get to just apply this process that has worked for my husband and me for the last 5+ years and that has worked for my clients as well. I'm showing you the way because I've walked it many times before, and I can 100% help you. So we have to get out of the mindset that we have to do everything by ourselves and we shouldn't ask for help, because all we end up doing is hindering ourselves and holding ourselves back from achieving the goals we have. And I get it. I've been there with not wanting to feel stupid or feeling like I should know how to do things simply because I'm educated. But the truth is, in many instances, I didn't know how to do it. And I could either keep pretending that I did and stay stuck in the same place, not achieving my goals, or I could ask for help and risk feeling stupid or embarrassed or ashamed or whatever, but also get the knowledge and tools and whatever else I needed to achieve my goals. I truly believe that support is invaluable. Leaning on the people in your life who can help you, leaning on professionals who can help you, doesn't make you unworthy or less than or wrong in some way. It's perfectly fine. If you haven't been able to achieve your goals to this point, why not get help? If what you're doing is not working, why not get support? Get someone in your corner to help you who can save you time, who can save you energy, who can give you the tools you need, who can put you on the path you want to be on. There is nothing wrong with getting help in any area of your life, whether it's with money, your mental health, something at work, cleaning your house, your kids, whatever it is. Seeking help from someone who knows how to do something you want to do but don't know how to do is a smart move. And then you take what you've learned from that person and you continue to apply it, and you never lose that. You have that skill, that knowledge, those tools for the rest of your life, and you go further faster. So what does not seeking support cost you? How much time and energy are you wasting trying to figure out your money or thinking that you should have money figured out and beating yourself up because you're not there? How much longer are you going to tell yourself you should know how to do something, but continue not taking steps to move forward to do it? How much better would it be to have support from someone who's achieved what you want to achieve and who's telling you the exact steps for you to take? Do these things and I guarantee you achieve your goals. There's no shame in seeking support. You can let go of all that. This is a 100% judgment-free zone. I've been in your shoes before, right? I get it. So if you know that you need support with your finances, reach out to me. You can head to rothomas.com/call, schedule a consultation, and let's get you moving in the right direction. All right, so that's it for this episode. Come connect with me over on social media, Ro Thomas on LinkedIn and at I am Ro Thomas on Instagram. Please take a second to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review, both of which will help more people see it. And please think of a friend or two who need to hear this message and share it with them as well. As we close out, friend, I pray that you will let go of the shame and embarrassment that you feel about needing help. I pray that you will reach out for the support that you need in whatever area of your life. And as always, I pray that you continue to take steps to regain control of your time, build wealth, and live the life of freedom and choice you deserve. Talk to you later.